Hi guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be doing another episode in my series Makeup and Checkup. If you're new to my channel, Makeup and Checkup is a series that I started so I could play with makeup and at the same time check in with you and let you know how I'm doing mentally. I'm very open about my mental health, and I like to feel like we are a community, a family, and we can talk to each other about how we're actually doing and, you know, talk about the things that are a little harder to talk about, that maybe have a stigma, so that there is more understanding and awareness in the world. So I haven't done one of these since before I moved to Washington, and I've had a lot going on. I've just been so busy, but I feel like it's definitely time for me to check in with you guys. So let's zoom in and get started. I'm going to start with my eyes, and I'm just priming them, and I don't remember where I left off with you guys. I think the last Makeup and Checkup I talked about how I was worried about how I wouldn't get health care in Washington and medication and all of that, and my doctor came through and gave me a ton of samples, which was super amazing of him. He is a really good doctor. I do miss him. To hold that thought, I recently put together a 12-pan palette out of a bunch of singles that I had, so I'm going to be using a bunch of these singles. And the first one I am going in with is going to be Aqua from ABH. Anyway, what happened once I came to Washington is I was able to, because I wasn't getting very many hours and making very much money in training and stuff, I was able to qualify for state coverage, Apple Care. So I've been getting my medication through that, and that has been working out great. I'm pretty sure they're gonna kick me off soon, but I'm almost at the point with my job, like the 90-day probation period, where I can start to get on insurance through work. So that will be perfect, and I think I will just have medication and not have a gap, and that'll be so amazing, because February without medication was like hell. It was hell. So I've had medication this whole time. I've been doing pretty stable mentally. I did, however, recently have a slight depression because some memories were brought up that really affected me, and I'm definitely going to talk about those. It's just hard for me to talk about, so I'm kind of like beating around the bush right now. Next, I'm going to dip into ColourPop's Formation. So, you know how Facebook reminds you of your memories? I mean, I know it's a feature you can turn off, and I should probably turn it off since it totally triggered me. But they remind you of your memories, and, you know, just let you know what happened on this exact day, however many years ago. And Facebook reminded me of an event that happened exactly 2 years ago in the beginning of the month, and after this event, was sexually assaulted. And that sexual assault, yes, although it was not rape, it was still a violation of myself, and it deeply affected me. And the worst part is it was one of my ex-fiance's best friends, and he my ex-fiance made me feel awful about it for the entire last year of our relationship before we broke up. It was a nightmare. Like, I was constantly reliving that assault and just dealing with it because he was still wanting me to have this person in my life and be around this person and forgive this person and act like nothing happened when I was violated and traumatized by this sexual assault. And so Facebook reminded me of the event that this had occurred at or after, and I just got so depressed, not only remembering the assault itself, but the entire like year and a half of my life after, where I was just tormented by the people who were supposed to protect and love me. And I'm going in with Patrina from Davina. Sorry, I'm just getting so emotional about this. So it really like triggered me and sent me on a spiral of just depression. But I don't think it was like bipolar depression. I think it was more just like circumstantial depression. Like, I was reminded of a really traumatic time in my life, and that just made me super duper sad, you know what I mean? And it took me about a week, or I'm gonna grab a makeup wipe. It took me about a week and a half to pull myself together and realize, like, you are letting these assholes win. You are letting these assholes ruin your happiness in your life. They're winning right now. Don't let them. So it took me about a week and a half to get there, but with, you know, actual caring, loving, supportive people in my life, I was able to get there. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I feel like a lot of people say, like, oh, you're so triggered, and like they use that word as a joke, but like people do actually get triggered by trauma with things, and it can really affect them and affect their lives. I don't know what I'm doing, so I don't think that's something that you should really joke about at all, but that's just me. I'm going in with Metal from ABH. It's like a silvery gold color. I'm just putting that on the inner half of the lid, and apparently like taking it really high because I'm special, and making like a faux cut crease. Okay, let's just get in there and fix this business. Anyway, the other thing that I wanted to bring that up for, besides like saying how I'm doing and also saying that, you know, being triggered is a real thing, like you can really have your relive your trauma because of something that is a trigger. The other thing I wanted to say about it is that sexual assault is still a serious thing. I feel like a lot of women, and even I myself, have been taught to minimize assault just because it's not rape. You weren't raped, so it wasn't that bad, you know? But it's still a violation of yourself, and it's still traumatic. And I'm going in with Venice from ABH, and it's still something that can deeply affect you for the rest of your life, probably. Like, I know women that can't even remember how many times they've been assaulted, me included, and I don't know a single woman who has never been assaulted. At least women that I have talked to about the subject. So it's a serious thing, and don't minimize it. Don't say that it's no big deal when someone does something sexually to you that you do not want, because it is a big deal and they have no right to do it. And I really should have filed a freaking police report on that shithead. I should have. Just saying. I'm not sure where I'm going with my eyes. I like them, but I don't know. I'm gonna move on to the base. I have Watermelon Burst from Ciate, which is like my new favorite primer because it is so soothing and hydrating. Oh, that feels so good. For foundation, I'm taking the Revlon Candid. My shade is 150 Creme Brulee. Another thing I've been struggling with too, besides having that, you know, trigger and flashing back to the trauma from that assault, is I was struggling with for a little bit, like probably in July, the things that I had gone through with my ex-fiance, which obviously based on the stuff I just told you guys about how he handled the assault situation, you can guess that I went through a lot with him, and I tend to minimize what I went through and say that, you know, it wasn't that bad, you know, it's not like he hit me or anything, but it was that bad, and I need to come to terms with that, and I need to just accept that, because then that, I feel like accepting how bad it really was really will help me move on. Like, obviously I don't want to be in that situation anymore, and I want to move on, but when you're with someone for so long, like we were together 7 years, and even when we broke up, it was like we were still together. So we were in each other's lives for almost 7.5, 8 years or so, and officially together for 7 of it, and it's kind of hard to fully let go of someone when they've been such a big part of your life for that long. So I've been struggling with learning to admit and accept all of the things that I went through with him, and I'm just making a mess of this concealer situation. It's getting all over my eyeshadow. Yeah, why am I singing? Oh my, what am I doing? Alright, I'm gonna cream contour with the Milani Contour and Highlight, and I think one day I will make up a video of just talking about my relationship and, you know, the things that I went through to try and help other people who have been or are in similar situations, because like I watched other YouTube videos of people in emotionally abusive relationships, and it did help me start to come to terms with the fact that I was in an emotionally abusive relationship. So I want to give that back, you know, someday, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm still struggling with it, and I'm really happy in my new relationship now, and I don't want to distract from that by talking about the past, but I'm just trying to say like what I've been going through mentally, and mentally I still have been dealing with that loss and that trauma and everything from that whole relationship. Like it's 7 years, it's a big deal. But my new relationship, which if some of you guys are curious about, I will talk about just a little bit, not a lot, because obviously I'm trying to keep that a little bit private right now. I made a video series for my boyfriend called Painting a Planeswalker because he loves Magic the Gathering so much, and so I kind of put my relationship in the spotlight a little bit by doing that, but I feel like it's still my right to say as much as I want about it, so I'm gonna keep it a little bit private. And this is the blush 6 by ColourPop in Aloha, and I'm just patting that out with a sponge. Get my cheeks nice and pink. And I'm going in with the light sticks in Bullseye. Just drawing that right on. I really love these cream sticks from ColourPop so much. I wish I owned more, but at the same time it's like, you don't wear cream all the time. You don't need a million cream things, and I already feel like I have a million cream things. So I just have the one set that I got, but it's so good. Anyway, I said I was gonna tell you about my new relationship a little bit. So it's someone that I was friends with first, and I actually met kind of through YouTube. I'm going in with the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and it's a long distance thing, so I have to travel and, you know, meet him places or go to where he is to see him and actually spend time with him, which sucks, but at the same time it's kind of nice because I'm getting to travel and see new places and do exciting things, and also like it's nice to actually kind of like date someone versus just jumping into a relationship, because like me and my ex, we were roommates when we got together, so we already immediately lived together, and forgive that, there's dogs being naughty, and you know, it was immediately right off the bat like we were cohabitating, and this isn't kind of nice. I mean, it does suck. I miss him a ton. I do wish I was closer to him, but I try and look on the bright side, and it's kind of nice because then we're like really getting to know each other, and you know, taking the time to really like romance and date each other and woo each other, and it I don't know, that's the bright side that I see from being long distance. And he is the most supportive, most loving, sweetest person that I have ever had in my life. Like, nobody has ever been more any of those things to me than he has been. And it has really also like shown me, you know, how awful things really were with my ex, because now I know what being treated well actually looks like. My ex was my first real relationship ever. I never really had a relationship. We got together when I was 22. I was really young, and I didn't know what a healthy relationship looked like. And I just went in with the NYX Tinted Brow Gel. Now I'm gonna grab an eyeliner. I'll be right back. Grabbed the LA Girl Shockwave Neon in, what is it? Fresh? Eye Fresh? Something. It's like the turquoise one. I'm just putting that on the waterline. So my camera overheated. I don't even know if I'm at like the same level of zoom that I was before, but we're just going with it. I did my lower lash line off camera because I just wanted to finish it. I put the dark blue on the outer corner and then smudged the dark teal and the light turquoise all around the lower lash line, and then I put a new shade on the inner corner and the brow bone, Let Me Explain by ColourPop. And now I think I'm going to take a glitter by ColourPop Castaway and pop that on the inner corner just for a little something extra, and it's just a holographic silver glitter. So those are the eyes. I'm not gonna do lashes, I'm just gonna put on mascara. I'm mixing the Monsieur Big and the Farm Stay Princess. I've also been considering a little bit of freelancing as an MUA because in Washington, as far as I understand, as long as you're not in a salon and you're just freelancing, you don't have to have like an esthetician or cosmetologist license, because they don't do makeup artist licensing, they just do cosmetologist or esthetician, and you have to have that to be in a salon. But as far as I know, if you're just a freelancing makeup artist, you don't need a license because there is no makeup artist license. And so I've been toying with the idea of freelancing. So if any of you guys are freelancing or have freelanced or have used a freelance makeup artist and have any tips or advice, like, I would love to hear it because it's something I'm seriously considering. I love makeup, and you know, to be able to share that love with people and make money off of it would be a dream. Okay, so we're gonna ignore that black smudge under my eye because I always end up smudging my mascara, and I'm gonna go in with the MAC Boldly Bare lip pencil. I was gonna do a red lip with this look, but the more I did this look, I was like, I want a nude. So we are going in with the Nude Gold from L'Oreal. It's like such a beautiful metallic nude. Alright, I'm gonna spray with some setting spray. Maybe I want a little something more to this look. I did bring out a powder, blush, and highlight. Maybe just a little more of a flush to the face. So I'm taking Lorax Tinge. Which I think will add like the perfect little bit of pink. Oh yeah, that looks perfect. And this is the completed look. So that's pretty much where I'm at mentally. I'm just struggling with stuff from the past and coming to terms with it and dealing with it, but I am working through it. I'm sure that, you know, a professional therapist might be able to help me, but I'm one of those people that when it comes to therapy, I go in and I don't talk. I feel so uncomfortable and I don't get anything out of it. It's not for me. So my friends and my family are helping me through, and I am working on it myself, and I will get through it. Let me know how you guys are doing in the comments down below. I would love to hear how you're doing physically, emotionally, just every aspect. Let me know, please. And I did want to tell you guys, I forgot to say in the intro, my shirts, the pricing has changed, but there is now free shipping. So if you're going to shop my shirts, which I would appreciate because it does support this channel, there's free shipping within the US, and it's on everything. So if you like other stuff in my sister's shop other than my merch, like, it's on everything free shipping. And I just wanted to give you guys that update that there have been pricing changes, but there is free shipping within the US, so it's a lot better that way, I think, and I love free shipping, so I'm excited about it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you have not already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!